This brings us to LTV, or lifetime value of a customer. So what is LTV, or lifetime value of a customer? Lifetime value is a metric used in business to estimate the total revenue that a user is expected to generate over the entire duration of a relationship with the business. So it is not only about one interaction or one day or 1 month or 1 year. LTV enables organizations to make more value-oriented decisions. So instead of focusing on maximizing revenue at the first interaction with the customer, LTV shows the benefits of long-term relationships with the customers and incentivizes the business to work on customer loyalty. Now, calculating LTV involves several factors and assumptions, but the basic formula is LTV is equals to ARPU multiplied by customer lifetime. ARPU stands for average revenue per user or customer, and customer lifetime is the average lifespan of a customer relationship. Now, how can we calculate average revenue per user? We take the total revenue generated from all the customers or from a specific cohort of customers over a specific period, that is monthly or annually, and then divide the revenue by the total number of customers in that cohort. So if the total revenue is $100 million and there are 10 million customers, so ARPU is 100 million divided by 10 million, that is $10 per customer. Now, customer lifetime determines the average duration or lifespan of a customer relationship. This can be calculated by analyzing historical customer data to determine how long, on average, a customer remains active or make purchases. Once you have calculated ARPU and determined the average customer lifespan, you can multiply them to get the lifetime value of a customer, or LTV of the customer. Now, the ARPU and customer lifetime should be in the same unit. So if you are calculating ARPU in months, the customer lifetime should be in months. Let us understand this with an example. So we are dealing with this problem here. A subscription-based business has an ARPU of $50 per month and the average customer lifetime is 24 months. Calculate the lifetime value for the users. Now, we know that lifetime value equals to ARPU multiplied by average customer lifetime. So we have ARPU of $50 per month and the lifetime is 24 months. So that gives you $1,200. Very straightforward. So the lifetime value for each customer in this example would be $1,200. For tech platforms, the calculations can be much more involved. Say, a social media platform has revenue of $100 million per month and it has 20 million monthly active users. Now, the definition of active users can vary based on how the platform defines it and how prospective investors define it. It can be the count of daily active users or DAUs, or the count of monthly active users or MAUs. Let us spend some time understanding the difference between DAUs and MAUs before we continue with the calculation. A daily active user is someone who engages with the platform at least once within a 24-hour period, whereas a monthly active user is someone who engages with the platform at least once within a 30-day period or sometimes in a calendar month. Just an intuition, the count of daily active users or DAO is generally lower than the count of monthly active users or MAU, or can be equal but not greater. Why? DAO represents the number of unique users who interact with a product or service on a daily basis, while MAU represents the number of unique users who engage with the product or service within a month. Since DAO measures activity within a shorter time frame, that is in a single day, it tends to capture only the most engaged users who use the product or service regularly. In contrast, MAU includes all users who engage with the product or service at least once within a month, including those who are not that active on the platform. Now coming back to our calculation. So we are dealing with this problem. A social media platform has revenue of $100 million per month and it has 20 million monthly active users. Also, the average lifetime of an active user is 36 months and the monthly retention rate is 95%. Calculate the lifetime value of a user or LTV for a user. Now, we cannot really use the formula directly here, and there is a problem with that. And the problem is because of the retention rate. So all the users are not sticking with the platform, they are leaving the platform. So we have to take that into account, and we are dealing with monthly retention rate here. First, let's calculate the average revenue per user. So we have 100 million divided by 20 million, 100 million revenue per month and 20 million monthly active users, that gives you $5. Very straightforward, and we can just project it for the whole period, the 36 months of lifetime. Okay, now let's say we are acquiring one customer. Now for the first month, that one customer will generate effective monthly earnings of this multiplied by the ARPU, that is $5. Good. But here is the catch. Next month we don't have that one customer because the retention rate is 95%. It means that we'll have 1 multiplied by 0.95 users next month. So the effective monthly earnings from that one acquired user is now $4.75. Now we can go on further projecting this like this. Okay, and similarly we can project the effective monthly earnings. So now the LTV, the lifetime value for that one acquired user, should be sum of all this effective monthly earnings. So let's take a sum. So it comes to $84.22. Now, yes, we have worked with some assumptions here and you can do some other things with that. But the idea is that for social media platforms, when you are dealing with retention rates, calculating LTV may not be that straightforward.